guys, thank you so much for coming out today. Today we're gonna be cooking a seafood boil. Our seafood boil is gonna be different. So I'm gonna get right to it. We're gonna get started with the ingredients. Today we're gonna get started with some fresh garlic, avocado oil. We pour some avocado oil in here, some rare pepper, some green seasoning. But I don't think I have enough green seasoning, so I'm gonna pick some from the garden right over there. Yeah, we have some sweet pepper, the yellow one there, red one. Coconut milk, the most important one. This is what we're doing today. We have some cornstarch, tomato paste, lobster sauce, hot pepper. This is grind hot pepper. Old Bay seasoning. We have signature season, adobo, black pepper, red hot seasoning. We have some ginger powder, and we have some Cajun seasoning also. Now we have some lobster. This is king crab leg. We have the shrimp. We have the lobster, clams, mussel, corn, potato, and we have some cut up what do you call it, mushroom. All right, and we have some corn also. So we're gonna get right started to it. On all of these here, we already washed it and prepared it. We have add some alcohol on it, which is Tito's. Who don't drink alcohol, they don't have to add it. Who drink alcohol, I like Tito's. I add Tito's. It helps. It helps cut out all the rankness on it. So, and I wash it like really good a couple times. It's like, so it's really good. So perfect. So we're gonna get started. So we're gonna light the stove. Let it heat up a little bit. We gotta use a big canary here because there's a lot of stuff and we wanna make sure it's whole. Yeah, so in the meanwhile, this is heating up a little bit. You have some water after wash it. Let it dry out, and then I'm gonna pour just a little bit of oil on it after. But in the meanwhile, I'm gonna cut some green seasoning from the garden. My garden is right over here. Thank you for all my subscribers and my viewers and supporters. A lot of them is here today for this boil. This is broadleaf thyme. This is fine leaf thyme. A lot of people break the stem, but I don't like to break the stem. I take the leaves out and it grew back within a week. You have the same amount of leaf. Who have fine leaf thyme is like, this is how you picked it. Most of the time when you break their limb, sometimes when you pull it, it breaks, it's okay. But most of the time you pull the leaves right out. All what you needed is the leaves. All right, we also need some parsley. Not parsley, you call it mardman. Yeah, this is good enough. We have lemongrass. I'm gonna take a piece of lemongrass too. And this is all I needed more. So in the meanwhile, that canary is getting hot and all those water is drying out. I'm gonna wash this. This don't have sand, it's indoors, so you don't have to go crazy, just rinse it out a little bit. This is good. And I'm gonna use this to pong it up. I'm gonna pong it up over here. I'm gonna fold it, crush it. Now also we're gonna add the pepper, rare pepper. And we're gonna throw all this garlic. We're gonna crush it up too. For the seafood boil, I don't want the garlic too fine. It's like, just pong it up, just crush it up a little bit. That's good enough. I have some rare pepper. Not everybody likes spicy, so I get a lot of supporters tonight. So I don't know how much of a pepper they're eating, so I'm not gonna make it too spicy. Just enough where it would be just perfect. This is exactly how I want it. I don't want it any finer than that. So we're gonna add this into the green seasoning. And we're gonna pour all of those in a few minutes. After the canary get hot, we're gonna put some. The first thing we're gonna start with the green seasoning and the onion. So we're gonna pour a little bit of oil, not too much of oil. This is lobster and crab is like, I know it's high in cholesterol, so we're gonna try to make it healthy. Alright, we're gonna bring this to a nice little fry. While this is frying, I'm gonna get here to pour the green seasoning inside. Here's everything that we chipped up just now. Gonna come right in here. Meanwhile, this is coming to a fry. We're gonna pour in the green seasoning also. On my prior video, I explained what is green seasoning. So if you watch on my other video, you're gonna see what's made out of green seasoning. Pretty much is like those couple things that I picked here is like that's the green seasoning. It's like fine leaf thyme, broadleaf thyme, cardamom. We have some pepper all together on that. That one make that green seasoning. How does it smell already?
Oh, very good. Very good.
Oh, this is just the beginning.
Get hungry.
Yes, it's gonna just get better, don't worry. And if I had put two more pepper, then you guys was gonna be having a little cough. But I know it's indoor, I know it's like, so I don't want to put too much of a pepper and then you guys gonna cough. It's like, but it's delicious. I could smell it. It's like, it smells so good already. And this is just onion and garlic and the green seasoning. When you do this, you want to get it a little soft. Before you pour anything inside, you want to bring it to a nice fry. You don't want it to burn, but you want to get it a little soft. And then you could add all the additional ingredients. I have water in the kettle. So I'm gonna need some hot water in a few minutes. But if you use on the sink, because it's like, you can't use the hot water in the sink because that says the hot water have chlorine. I wouldn't recommend it. You use the cold water if you use it from the top. Yeah, so most of the time I just want to explain that. It's like, if you're using water from the sink, make sure it's cold water. But I hot water, so I could use the hot water. Right after I finish here, I'm gonna be throwing the coconut milk and I'm gonna add a little bit of water, but you need the next minute or two. They coming together already. And this is how I add the Tito's when I do add it. You want it to get all over. It looks like you like the Tito's, all of them open up a little bit. It's like, you want it to go all over. The whole idea is to marinate it. Yeah, I marinated a little bit already, but I'm gonna also add some red wine on it. For the lobster, I'm gonna add also 1 beer on the lobster. Keep it nice and moist. And all these seasoning that we're gonna be using here today is just simple ingredients, nothing crazy. Everything that you have in the kitchen, that's what we're gonna be using. Alright, I think we can take a little bit more here. I think that's perfect. In the meanwhile, this is coming together. It's like, It's gonna marinate a little bit. I'm gonna make it a little moist. All those seasonings gonna come in the pot. It's ready for the water and the coconut milk. I take a little too long. It looks like it's burned, but it's not burned. It's perfect. This is good. Alright, we're gonna add a little bit of water at this point. Not too much. And I'm gonna turn it up again. Now when we throw in these seasoning, we're gonna average these seasoning. Not too much, you don't want to overpower it, but I'm gonna show it to you when I get to that point. And now is a good time to throw the coconut milk, because this is really gonna be the sauce and everything. It's like, you know. I heard one of my supporters coughing already. It's like the seasoning and everything is like, you know, it's strong. That's telling me it's like it's ready. If I had add some more pepper, then I was gonna hear the coughing a little bit more. But this is good. I love it that way. When I heard the cough, I know I'm doing a good job. Alright, this when the coconut milk get inside, that's what it's gonna look like. Now I'm gonna throw this a little bit more water. This water is to boil the potato and the corn. You're gonna just pour enough, not too much, because you don't want too much of a gravy on it. Yeah, so we're gonna pour this. And we're gonna pour the potato. While we have those, now we can throw all the ingredients that we have. You average it, not too much. You don't want to overpower it. This is the ginger powder. A whole lot don't come out here, so I'm going to use the other side. Alright, just a little shake. Average a little over maybe a tablespoon, a teaspoon. All depends how much you cook in. This one is a red hot seasoning. Give it a little spice. This is good. You average it. You could always add some more if you think you need some more. Some black pepper. Adobo. Some signature seasoning. And some Old Bay spice. The Old Bay spice is seafood. The Old Bay spice, you could throw a little extra, that's okay. You know, but me average like a 2 teaspoons on it. Alright, now we're gonna add some tomato paste and the lobster sauce. The lobster sauce is salty, so make sure if you're adding lobster sauce, no salt. I would average like maybe like 2 tablespoons. Is like, you know, it's a teaspoon, but it's a little, it's full. Maybe a half. You can always add salt later. I think this is perfectly fine. So on all the seasoning is good enough for all of these here. We're gonna also have some hot pepper. We're gonna want 2 spoons of hot pepper, not too spicy because we're gonna put some rare pepper also on it. So this is good enough. And we're gonna have some tomato paste. So while this is boiling, this is gonna have all the ingredients. And it's Hunt's tomato paste, but you could use any tomato paste. You don't have to go nothing special. It's pretty much everything that you have in the kitchen, nothing special. With the amount that I have here, I would recommend the whole container. If you don't have tomato paste, you want to cut up a tomato or two, that's okay. That's perfectly fine too. At this time, I'm going to throw the very pepper too. Have them all boiled together. So on this cornstarch, I'm going to put a little cornstarch, not in there, but I'm going to put a little cornstarch on the shrimp. Because I'm going to cook the shrimp a little bit separate. Yeah, the cornstarch is help holding it, pull out the moisture, but I put some alcohol and a little lemon on that, so that's going to help. Alright, that's all I needed for that, and a little bit of a black pepper. Let me see which one. Black pepper, there you go. A little sprinkle of a black pepper. And I'm gonna cook the shrimp separate for a minute or two. Yeah, because you know, the shrimp usually lose a little of rank water, I would call it. Yeah, this little juice that you saw there is like is a lemon juice and a little bit of Tito's. Yeah, if you know, you can smell it, but I could smell there's no smell on it. That's how I like to wash it, make it nice and clean. And beer is perfect. And I wash the clams like 10 times, make sure there's no sand, because it's gonna go right in that gravy. I don't want when I eat it I have any sand or anything like that. Same as the mussel. And the washing is the key of it. Is like, you know, that's very important. So I would highly recommend wash it 10 times. I don't care. It's just like, as long as you see no sand and you see the water is nice and clear, that's where you stop washing it. Yeah, if I'm cooking, it has to be nice and clean. After this boil up a little bit, we're gonna get started with the rest. Now in the meanwhile, I'm gonna start prepare the shrimp. I think we have a whole potato here too. I'm gonna have to cut that potato. Anyway, somebody might just want a whole potato, so I might just leave it alone. Alright? Look at the seafood boil. The seafood is not in as yet, but it get a perfect color. Everything is started to come together. I think this is just perfect. Are we gonna find out just now? After these corn boil, we're gonna cover it and let it boil for at least 10 minutes, I would say. After boiling after 10 minutes, I think we could start throwing the rest. After a few minutes, we're gonna give it a turn, see how it is. The color looks perfect. This is a perfect gravy. Oh, look at the color in those corns. Perfect. I'm gonna cover it and let it boil enough. I have one of the potato is completely low, but that's okay. The lucky person is gonna get that one. Hope we boil together with the other one. We're gonna cover it and let it boil. In the meanwhile, we're gonna do the shrimp. We're gonna light the stove up. On this case, for the shrimp, I'm not gonna do it with oil, I'm gonna do it with butter. So I'm gonna put some butter on it. I have the butter right here. I'm gonna just put a little bit of a butter, not too much. This is good enough. Melt, let's melt. If I need a piece of butter, I could always add it. So I'm gonna melt it, but I don't want to make it too much of put too much of a butter, make it unhealthy. So The butter looks like it's a bit hot, so I'm gonna put the shrimp in. They started to cook. The shrimp you're gonna have to do 2 times. Remember, it's only 4 to 5 minutes most on shrimp. So after a few minutes, we're gonna flip it over. Right where we begin, we're gonna flip it over and let it cook on the other side. I think this is enough time, so we're gonna just get started, take it out right where you started, and we're gonna put it in this plate. This is good enough. The whole idea for this is just burn out the rank water. So that rank water is not gonna go into that seafood boil well already prepared and get a nice flavor. Here, I have a lot of subscribers waiting here to taste my seafood boil today. Sorry I take so long to came back. I lost my father, so I didn't get a chance to finish the seafood boil, so I am gonna do it today. So my father wouldn't be able to taste with us anymore. He's gonna taste from heaven, so we're gonna have to taste for him today. I'm gonna be tasting for him today. Looks like this shrimp is ready. Let me find out. Oh, this is perfect. This is good. You can notice all the rank water is gone. There's no rank water here. Look, everything is completely gone. It's like, you know, this where I had, just exactly what I had wanted, because I don't want the rank water to go in that pot. Yeah, this set is a little browner than the other one, if you notice. And if you notice, is my audience want to taste it, so them all taste it. Everybody who tastes the shrimp, how is it?
Delicious.
All right. You look like we gotta cook some more shrimp over here. Anyway, everybody enjoying it. That's a good thing. It's like, you know, so I guess we're doing a good job. All right, the shrimp is done. Let me see how the boil is coming up. Let me see how the. Oh my God, this is perfect. Look. This full of flavor. This full of the ingredients is all the cook. The corn. Look at the color on the corn. It smells so good too. Alright. The corn still wanna go some more. The potatoes still wanna go some more. So after you go a little bit more, then we're gonna put the lobster is the first thing we're gonna put in, and then we're gonna put in the clams and the mussel. But it looks good. The gravy and everything is sticky. Look, the gravy is not too thin. It's perfect. You don't need to add no more water. This is good. Look. And you have the perfect color and everything. And remember, there's no salt in here. The seasoning that we use has enough salt. And this is regular seasoning that everybody have in the kitchen. Yeah, nothing crazy. Alright, we're gonna let it boil for maybe the next 5 minutes, and then we're gonna check it back. If the potato and the corn is boiled and is ready, that's all we needed. We could go right to the lobster. The lobster and the rest of the stuff take 15 minutes the most. Is like, you know, not a whole lot of time. Yeah, this is an easy cook. It's not the hardest thing to do on this cook. This seafood boil is to wash it. You just have to make sure you wash it to make it nice and clean. Alright. Oh, this looks good. The gravy getting too thick. Alright. At this point, for the lobster to boil good and observe all these gravy and juice, we're gonna have to take out these corn. The corn and the potato, everything boiled. Oh yeah, everything is nice and boiled. Alright. So we're gonna have to take out these and put it in a platter. we're gonna use this platter right here. Yeah, the reason we're taking out all of these is because I want the lobster to cover with the juice. That's the whole idea, to have the lobster covered with the juice. So all these corn, we're gonna take it out. The potato already boiled too, we're gonna take the potato out so that we could get all the ingredients. I need all those ingredients to get into that crab. Oh, this corn looks so delicious. Who wants to eat corn is ready. This corn could eat. This is ready to be served. Well, I would recommend wait for everything together. This is a lucky potato, so I didn't cut it. That one go completely whole. Alright. If one or two pieces of potato remaining, that's okay. The gravy is thick though. Yeah. I might have to add a little bit of a water. Yeah, because it's a little too thick at this point for it to absorb in the crab. Because with the shell of the crab and stuff like that, it needed a little thin to get in there. But it looks good. It looks good, it smells good. And I know it's gonna be delicious. I remember, this is a coconut milk seafood boil. It's different. And this gravy that we have here, this is the gravy we're gonna have the crab with. We're not taking out anything. This is the sauce, this is the gravy, and everything is in one here. At this time, we're gonna add the lobster. We're gonna add the crab. I'm sorry. I'm excited for the lobster, but the lobster is gonna go after this crab. This king crab leg only need at least 10 to 15 minutes. 15 minutes is long. At least 10 minutes. 10 minutes is perfectly fine for it. But we go a little extra is okay. You don't want it to lose up. You want to, when you break it, you must get the juice, the gravy and everything on it. And you could enjoy it. You can enjoy it. It must be full of flavor. It must be finger licking good. That's how you want it. When you eat this crab, you must lick your finger. So, who don't know what's finger licking good? That's what finger licking good is. I know I'm gonna be licking my finger. Alright, these juice that I have here is pretty much ingredients. It's some, lemon juice and some red wine and some Tito's. So I'm gonna add it in here since that you need some water. If you need no water, I was gonna add it in. Now this is the perfect time. I'm also just gonna add this clams. I'm gonna throw all of these on top. And also the mussel. All of these on top. The lobster just need to be steamed. So we're gonna just pull this right on top here. These just need flavor. Now these lobster, we're gonna put it to steam on top here. Just like that. I'm gonna have to hold it with my hand. It's gonna steam. When I bring it to cover, it's gonna come to a nice steam. These what I have here is pretty much is the red wine, the lemon juice, a little bit of lemon juice. I squeeze half of a lemon on it, and I have the tea too. So this we're gonna also pour this on top here. I'll put a little bit of cornstarch on it too. So this is good. I can't turn this now, so I'm gonna bring it to a nice cover, like pull all that flavor. Then we're gonna turn it up. I'm gonna cover it back and let it cook with slow heat. If you notice, I reduce the heat on the stove. I put it it's medium. Yeah, so it's not too high where it's gonna burn. After 10 minutes of cooking, let me see how it is. I think we need to go a little bit more here. Alright, let me turn it a little bit. Oh, good, perfect. Oh, this is good. Oh, this is a perfect seafood boil. Everything is steamed up. It's perfect. Lots of need to go a little bit more. So you need a little bit more time on that. If you notice, everything went to the bottom. The lobster come on the top. So now this lobster is gonna just steam. While this is boiling, my audience can't wait to sample. So they're gonna sample some potato. They're more excited doing it. Here's the fork. Have a piece and let me know how it is. Tell me what I needed.
Very good.
Tell me if I needed anything else.
Wait, it's just the potato with
Remember, there's no salt in there. How is the salt?
Well, it's really good.
Oh, really?
It has good spice.
The spice is perfect?
Yep. It's good.
Okay, good. Remember, and there's no salt in there. This is just seasoning. There's absolutely no salt in it. I usually love the salt part for all the way to the ending part when it's completely done. But if it's just, you don't need any salt, that's just perfect. There's a way to go.
Yep.
It looks delicious to me. I taste a piece too. It tastes delicious. Let me see how this crab leg looks.
Kind of bread back.
Ouch. Yeah, this is good. The lobster is perfect. Actually, it fell in the, what do you call it? So it's all curled up. As long as the lobster curled, it's ready. This crab leg, this seafood boil is ready to be served. It's just perfect. But what I would do, I would give it one more minute. Because I could see, okay, yeah, all the clams open, all the mussels open. Okay, yeah, that's perfect. Okay, everything looks good here. It's a perfect timing for the mushroom and the sweet pepper. I'm gonna just rest this right here. These just need to steam. So we're gonna start with the mushroom. The reason for throwing mushroom on this here right now is like, you know, a lot of times, like, you know, you could eat crab, lobster and those kind of stuff is like, you know, 20 minutes later or an hour later you're hungry again. So you need something solid to go with it. We have some sweet pepper. Throw that in it. And we're gonna throw all of these back inside here and bring it to a nice mix. Oh my God. Are you ready to eat? Woo. Oh. Oh my God, this seafood boil looks delicious. This is a meal, and it's a perfect meal. This is what I want to see. Guys, on this seafood boil, you don't need additional sauce. Everything that I cook in here, all the flavor from the crab, all the flavor from the lobster, the shrimp and everything combined together here. All of this is the flavor. This is a seafood boil. This is what my seafood boil look like. This is the mussel, the clams, the crab, the potato, the corn. Yeah, the mushroom, I just need to steam. The reason for the mushroom, we need something to eat along with the crab. So that way we have a full stomach, so as well as the corn and the potato. Yeah, and this is just perfect. Now, we're gonna give it a little shake. Let it settle a little bit, what, you know, that the shrimp and everything. Alright, everything there settle in. Yeah, that's perfect. Let me give it a little bit more shake. That is just perfect. Don't worry about it. Alright, we gotta cover it for a second. Let everything come together. And that's just perfectly fine. We're gonna raise the heat up a little bit also too. After a minute, we're gonna turn everything off. Good. And let me see what we get here. We're gonna turn it up a little bit. Alright, everything looks good. You know what? It's hard to turn it with all of those things. I don't want to break up the crab. So I'm gonna shake it a little bit. I think it's a good idea to shake it up a little bit. That way the gravy is gonna splash around. It's like, it's a little heavy. Alright. Everything looks good here. Alright, this crab and this seafood boil is ready to be served. And it looks delicious. Full of flavor. Alright, so we're gonna plate this dish and let me know how it tastes. Alright, today I have my niece, Delisa, and my 3 subscribers. They are here to taste with us and we're gonna enjoy this meal together. I know this meal is delicious, but I'm gonna taste it, see how it is. First I started with the mushroom. This thing is finger licking good. You know what? I can't eat this with a fork or anything else. I have to eat this with my hand. Let me taste this potato. The flavor is just perfect. Everything combined together is like, you know, yeah, it's just perfect. Oh my god, I never had a potato taste this good. Let me taste the lobster. This thing I can't eat with a fork or break it with anything else. I have to eat it with my hand. Look at this juice. As I break it, the juice is falling out. It's the best lobster I ever had. This thing is juicy. It's perfectly cooked. It's just perfect. It's full of flavor. It's a little spicy. I think I had a little bit of a pepper, but who likes spice is just perfect. It's just perfect. Let me try the crab. Boy, this thing is good. The crab is perfectly cooked. I get something to break it. Look, this is the meat of the crab. It's very juicy. If I had cooked it a little bit more, it was gonna burst together. It's like it's just perfect. This thing is finger licking good. Oh my god. This gravy is off the hook. I have to eat this gravy like a soup. Let me try the clams. Perfectly done. It's the best seafood boil I ever had. Don't take me for granted. Hear from my guest today.
I'm gonna try the seafood boil today. I've already tasted a little bit of the sauce, okay? I wanted to try it. It was really good. So I'm gonna try it with some potato. The potato absorbs every flavor. It's so flavorful. I'm gonna try some of the crab leg with it. I know you guys wanna have a bite. It just slides right off. It's so smooth, so flavorful. Every bite has the flavor in it, trust me. You want to make this dish. I'm going to try this mushroom piece. I know you guys want to take a bite. Oh, wow. It just bursts with flavor, trust me. Don't take my word for it. Hear it from these guys too.
Okay, I'm gonna try the potato. It tastes delicious. It has so much flavor. Oh. Okay, I'm trying the crab next. The crab is so soft and juicy, and the sauce on it tastes amazing.
Oh, I've been eating the corn. Wow, it's really good. It's very spicy.
This is perfect. I just made it in such a step, it's like, you know, perfectly, so that way everybody could understand how to make it. Seafood boil is the easiest thing you could cook. The hardest thing, as I said earlier, is to wash it. Is like, but as you wash it and get everything prepared, it's within 20 minutes, put it a half an hour, you get a meal ready. And this meal is so delicious. You would not imagine. It's easy and it's good and it's just perfect. Look at my plate.
That.
Look at the juice that falling out.
Oh.
Everything full of juice is like, you know. And this is the juice that cooked the seafood boil. This is not no additional juice. This is everything. You just dish it out. How you have it. These clams, these mussel, they're full of flavor. They're full of juice. As you're breaking it, all the juice is falling out. Guys, if you like this video, please subscribe. Sorry I take so long to came back on this video, but sorry I lost my father, so it take me some time, but you will see a lot more of these videos. And you're gonna see a lot of cooking, a lot more cooking where it's healthy and it's delicious, where it's different and you could enjoy it. If you like what I cook, please don't forget to subscribe, like,